guessing maybe I should show up to this stream sooner or later. Maybe. I did promise that I would be here, and that I don't have a lot of time either. With just about a 3-hour stream scheduled here, because I want to make sure that I have some free time this evening for some crazy festivities. I wanted to still get a stream out here. Wanted to make some progress in Symphony of the Night, and hope everyone who's arrived so far is doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're fans of Symphony of the Night or Metroidvanias, because we're going deep. We're gonna be relentless here. It's gonna keep being intense, to say the least. I have to give a quick shout out to Famijack for a little bit earlier on Twitter found this fantastic video. Me find the link to it here and make sure to control the audio from it. But you can watch this on your own time here. Thanks for watching Summit on Padoka Gaming. I feel like I might be figuring out this streaming thing just a little bit. Things are getting better. If I look a little bit different, if you notice any sort of difference in video quality, it is because I did get a new camera, and I am going to have to spend a lot of... Because of this camera, I'm now going to have to spend money on lighting, because, oh man, there are many great things that can be said about the Logitech C922. Lots of streamers use it. Absolutely just one of the best out there. But this thing is very needy for lighting. Lighting that was considered adequate in my previous stream with my old Microsoft LifeCam Cinema doesn't do so hot here with the C922. It is absolutely starving for light. I've got I added a light directly above me, in addition to a small light that's clipped to the top of my desk. Of course, you can't see anything of this. And then I also turned on over that way is some of the lighting from a ceiling fan. So yeah, the major light bias is coming at me this way, but mainly this spotlight I was able to acquire. My sister gave it to me a couple years ago for Christmas, and it was really neat because it can provide some good adequate lighting in dark places to your cell phone. If you're taking a selfie, it actually specifically has an attachment for a 3.5mm audio jack. And it has an internal battery recharges by USB. So I ran a cable, and I'm not exaggerating here. My Pac-Man amiibo is currently holding that light in position right now. He is doing the heaviest lifting of all for the stream right now, and that's making sure that I am adequately lit. Also, speaking of things just being barely held together, my little piranha plant here, I was going through Target looking for a last-minute gift for someone. I think, I need to find some way to have this little guy somewhere. There's always a part of streaming where you watch other people's streams and you just start getting ideas based off of the things they do. And I'm like, why can't my microphone have an ornament? Why can't I have just a little extra decorative piece here? And yeah, he's not tied on by anything. It's just his leaf, just thanks to the curvature of these feet from my microphone, and the way that he's positioned in his pot, the piranha plant just perfectly grips the foot of the microphone. And I really like what he adds to it. But all my yammering here. I forgot to set up that video that I linked there just a minute ago. That video went into a great bit of analysis of God of War. While I've only watched Let's Plays of the new God of War, I don't intend on owning a PS4. Maybe down the line, if I get a windfall or something, I can invest in it. But for now, I've got a lot of other toys and interests that are keeping me occupied with video gaming. But very, very interesting perspective on the God of War series as a whole, and how the newest God of War 2018, does not exist in its narrative functions. Its story cannot be told correctly without the depth and other things that were established in all the previous God of Wars, Kratos has always been a character with depth and has been very unique. He's not just a bloodthirsty, angry, one-dimensional beast. There's reasons for Kratos to have acted the way he did long ago. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other stream, especially because this is a retro gaming stream. Music is a bit loud? Okay. Well, it's time for the music to go away anyway. So, ideally the game music will be a little bit better. So let's make that little transition here, and see how this goes. I may, because the emulator will definitely sound different than whatever comes out of Winamp. I can promise you that. Actually, I think because of some things I was doing, I toned down the emulator. So let me actually bring it back up to something normal. Here, Manic is the one I've been playing for stream at 108, and because I've been a little bit, I don't know, on the greedy side or something like that, I've had an offline save that I've been playing through as well. Jack, hey, I was just talking about you. And as you may kind of have seen earlier, that YouTube link that's still visible on stream is the God of War thing that you linked to. So I spent a minute talking about the greatness of the God of War series. If nothing else, I have streamed God of War before, so it's related, it's adjacent, it's nearby, so it is important. So had to make sure that gave you the correct shout out, Femijack, that you contributed a very interesting conversation piece about depth here. But in any case, it is time to load up this Symphony of the Night save, the Manic save, the Adhan save, my own namesake, is there for me to continue my skill. And you can obviously see that I may have played ahead just a tiny bit in the Upside Down Castle. And I gotta say, this Upside Down Castle has been kicking my ass, but in a good way, not like with how brutally chumped I got back in Rondo of Blood. Yeah, on my offline play, I've got 4 out of the 5 Dracula parts. Here on stream, I think I only have 1 or 2, so it's time to go dig through all of my footsteps. And now that I'm armed with a little bit more knowledge, like, yes, I know the castle pretty well, and the Upside Down Castle is kinda, it's supposed to be, I'm supposed to be able to use my existing knowledge to be able to traverse the Upside Down Castle, but it still has its traps. Figured out how to flip things up. Actually, I did not figure out how to flip things up on my own. What I did learn, I didn't even think it was possible. I did learn that that it is possible to go back to the right side up castle through use of a library card, or going back to the starting point at the top of the castle turret. I'm not going to go there quite yet. Let's see, where exactly am I? Oh yeah, I went over here to about where the library is and whatnot, and yeah, so moving on, I'm gonna want to try to find my way, because I've only found one of the of course one of the warp rooms. Actually, I'm interested in heading back in the other direction because I was much more productive. Bufflink, hey, good evening, hello, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Bufflink with the host, oh my. Thanks for representing hard, Bufflink. Appreciate that very much. Can't run on... yeah, not much. Yeah, there's... With where I'm leveled and how strong I am, this ends up being... Like, I've developed quite differently between these 2 different saves. I'm very different statistically between the 2, so it's just kind of fun seeing seeing where things go, because my current attack power right now is fairly close to my much more completed offline run. Running shoes on the Saturn when you flip the castle. Oh, running shoes. Now see, I'm not particularly distraught that I can't run. I think that's, wolf form was invented for that reason. There are performance issues in the Saturn version, which can be problematic, but a lot of people like the extra content in the Saturn version. Well, Bufflink, I'm sure you have a lot of people who you love hosting, so you'll have some room for hosting a little bit later. I'm not going to be streaming for long because I've got some plans this evening with a couple of people who I hold near and dear, and hoping the same for all of you as well, so you can move on to hosting someone else, or maybe even if I find someone to raid, that you'll be able to go along with that as well. And I need to stop getting knocked out of this room. Jeez. Saturn is more complete, PS1 runs smoother, better effects. Yeah, that's the thing, is that performance issue, it gets under the skin of a lot of people. So I can fully understand. Plus, the one other thing that was noted, if you're a fan of the My Life in Gaming YouTube channel, I think they did a video specifically on Symphony of the Night and or Rondo of Blood. I think they mashed them together in the same video. But what it came down to is, because the Saturn has a native resolution of 320 by 224 versus the PlayStation here running at 256 by 224, they basically didn't redo any of the art. They just stretched it to fit how the Saturn puts an image on screen. So things don't look perfect. They look a little jagged. More often than not, you're probably not going to notice, especially if you're gaming on a CRT. But to some people, it might get under your skin. Group with NES slowdowns, don't mind Saturn version. Totally get that. Yeah, I was. What on earth was I? I was playing something recently, and I was while I've had some downtime at work recently, I picked up the Switch version of the Castlevania collection. Basically, this game being part of it, I've been going on a huge Castlevania kick. Everything, including the anime. Just give me all the Castlevania games. I will happily play the heck out of it. And Castlevania 2 on the NES, really underappreciated, I think. But I was definitely exposed to a lot of slowdowns on Castlevania 2, so I was moving through the slowdowns and just really hoping that I wouldn't do anything particularly dumb for when the slowdown went away, and then run into an enemy while almost dead or something like that. Hideous Winter, what's going on? Oh, you're doing the radio show thing. I've done that with other streamers too. Don't you worry. Appreciate your presence nonetheless. Yeah, is this I'm guessing this is a late day for you? Is this a 6-day work week, or are they mercifully letting you have tomorrow off too? Ooh, wow. I'm not having a good situation here. What's my medicine situation looking like? And I have so many uncurses. This is such a weird save. But yeah, I could do well to take a couple potions. Famijack with the Bard's Tale action RPG. You are definitely good at that genre. RPGs in general, but something in you seems to really excel at the action RPG, Famijack. Hideous Winter, you filled in at your husband's office yesterday. I hope you got some sort of pay for that. That would be that'd be the right thing to happen. Trying to get the iron shield back in my other hand. There we go. Yep, all of us. Yep, all. Twitch is, I guess, its Christmas gift to all of its to everyone is that channel points. Channel points are a thing for all affiliates and partners. So all of you who hang out in here, you are accruing some Mega Blades. Accrue your Mega Blades, and if you use one of my feeble stash of emotes, or modify one if you happen to have thrown your Prime sub my way. I got very accustomed to beating those lions in 4 hits on my other save. Good lord. Okay, I'm gonna have to cheese this part. Shield rod and... Yeah, I'm cheesing my way out of here so I can have a prayer at living. Yikes! That was close. Let's see, actually, what does my sword situation look like right now? I had a pretty decent stash of them. 49 power in just the... Oh, this luminous seems like a good idea. This part of the castle is based on Wizard of Oz. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Especially with the whole Tin Man thing. Tin Man the lion, and that's kind of like a scarecrow head. So, totally get it. Totally get it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful because last night I was just getting really, really reckless because I had this, you know, I rediscovered all my power. At least I slowly started getting all my power back. So let's try this again. Yeah, Bufflink, I've definitely seen your name around Twitch a whole lot. I just forget how it is that I encountered you. It's just been such a whirlwind for so long that that I'm just trying to keep up with this the best I can. Twitch is a lot for the senses. So I'm gonna make my way back to the Castle Keep and start going to the other side, more towards the chapel, because whatever's been happening here has been actually a lot more brutal than the stuff I faced when I went the other direction. Because I figure once I left Dracula's Keep and starting the inverted castle, I'm like, well, I could go left or I could go right. And in my infinite wisdom, I went left, and maybe that was not the smoothest move. And there were definitely some annoying things about going right. I mean, they really did crank the difficulty up in a certain way that you really end up feeling like you're kind of like almost pushed back to the start. Like, yeah, you may have felt like a badass with your 300 hit points when you finally, you know, freed Richter from the curse. Yeah, very valuable lesson. Never going left after uncursing Richter ever again. On the plus side, I did get the extended mist, so that was nice. Just got affiliate, dude. Yes, affiliate. Now you can finally start really making those moves as affiliate. Oh, Rondo really did brutalize me. No shortage of save states just to reach the end. I'm slowly getting better at Rondo, but truly, Rondo of Blood is, like, there were some parts that started to become kind of natural and easy, and then some parts that were not. The fight with Death, and that's the other kind of weird part. The fight with Death it took a lot of my patience and a lot of dumb luck. Even though getting to him was fairly easy. But yeah, I'm certainly not cut out for the Rondo of Blood life. Even though it's an absolutely beautifully, wonderfully well-crafted game, I will give it nothing but respect. I will not disparage Rondo of Blood. Hideous Winter with the host as well! Triggering the Knight's music. Wonderful. 200 OP weapon farm this guy. Oh really? He has a random drop? Because I've definitely fought a lot of these guys. All right, I'm gonna turn on the. I'm gonna bust out the mirror Karaz there, so I don't get stoned. Yeah, because I definitely, like last night, I killed like a good couple dozen of these guys, but never saw a weapon drop out of them. I'm like, huh, they seem to be holding an interesting sword. Maybe they will drop it, but they never did. And yes, I am aware of the gears in this room having to be hit a certain amount of times in order to open the door at the top. Because I figure, you know, the door at the top was something you could open in Rondo. These rooms right here are written directly from Rondo of Blood. Totally geeked out about that fact. But there's a special sequence of hitting those gears until they click. To be able to get to the things in that room. 69 critical, very nice. Oh yeah. Whoa! 60 damage. That's not nice at all. Oh man, it is good to be here on stream with all these goodies. Was able to with some Christmas money upgrade the webcam as well. So now I actually have a decent webcam. Gotta get my lighting in order because this webcam is it has good image quality, but as long as you feed it enough light. I had to have some less than optimal settings in order to even appear visible here right now. So I'm gonna have to get all glam as hell and get some ring lights or something. Four potions. I thought I had a thing that fully refilled my. Oh well, I guess not. I'm gonna have to burn 2 potions here. And some light balance. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm currently using some of those light balance settings, and it's okay, but I feel like it could be better, because I see this particular webcam, the Logitech C922, show up in the hardware list of a lot of my favorite streamers. So I'm like, well, okay, it's not the most expensive webcam, but it obviously puts up some pleasing results. So I'm gonna try jumping on it, and you know, so far so good, but I know things can improve. So Bufflink, what are you in the middle of streaming right now, or what do you plan on streaming next? Yeah, let me get a little health refill with a save here. Try not to blind yourself, can get tiresome. Oh, totally. That's what I'm worried about too. I'm like, well, I have to crank up the lighting here, and I hope that doesn't cause me some sort of stream fatigue, because that would also be incredibly shitty. Potions, might as well gather these things. Especially a high potion. And that's just an amusing little detail, I think, that because of the way the castle inverted, some of those skeleton enemies are just there and all without their heads because of the fall they had to take. And don't want to grab that, but yes, I did open up the hidden staircase. And while noodling around a little bit for screenshots earlier, only bad thing with Upside Down Castle, they overlook lots of little places that you can't quite make with a double jump. Yeah, that's frustrating too. The Upside Down Castle, I like the amount of times that I have to use bat or fog to get anywhere that I could, that was normally easy to get to otherwise. It is pretty frustrating. It's frustrating to have to always be in bat. Or use it more often than I'd like to, which artificially drains magic, and yeah, and I'm coming all the way back over here because I know that there's another little goodie that got left behind, that got shaken loose. More bat time, and if I still had my bat familiar out, it's I'm tickled by what they do with the bat familiar for all this. Mario Kart 8, Mega Man 2, Link to the Past, Minecraft always going, new for 2020, Mortal Kombat 11, like to get an FPS game, maybe Star Wars. Sounds like a great plan. Given Mega Man 2 and Link to the Past, do you run randomizers for those? I hear that scene is building in popularity. Actually, since I can go back to the original castle in this particular save, there are a couple of things that I missed in the original castle, so I think I'm going to fortify myself a little bit and actually put some of my money to good use and go grab some of those things. I think one of the freakiest things here in the inverted castle is how even water does the wrong thing. But yeah, from what I understand, yeah, this is the warp point that sets me back. It seemed like, when I initially got here, it seemed like a one-way thing. Like, I knew that the inverted castle thing happened, but at the same time, there was a lot that I did not know about how the rest of it functioned. So yeah, now that I've been armed with some newfound knowledge, shout out to the homegirl Nina Lee in discovering that in her stream last night. Been random gaming, need to set schedule down. Want to do Link to the Past randomizer, not good enough to stream it unless you got 12 hours to kill. Oh, totally. Yeah. I figure unless you're normally able to put Link to the Past down in like 6 or 8 hours, then you can move on to the randomizer. Otherwise, the randomizer will just drive you crazy. Link to the Past is definitely one of my weakest Zelda games as well. So that's not anything I want to touch. Now, if they come out with a Link's Awakening randomizer, oh, I will try to plant my flag and become king of that entire community. Watch out. That'll light a fire under my ass like nothing you've ever seen. And okay, I'm in a good place. Oh, not this guy. I dislike this guy. but also because I'm a little impatient, and he beats me at my own game. So that's another. Ooh, oh hey, the handle doesn't hurt me. Okay. 219 possible item locations. I know about 100 of them. What Zelda games? My major Zelda game is Link's Awakening, but I'm also a pretty big fan of Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time. A little bit of Majora's Mask. I'm quite a bit rusty on a lot of them, but I would like to bring Twilight Princess. I've got it on my GameCube. I would like to bring Twilight Princess to the stream eventually. Twilight Princess, I feel like, is a very satisfying journey. Okay, and specifically, let's see, I have to travel somewhat far to get to a piece that I need. But it is kind of comforting to be able to come back to the right side up castle, because just to give myself a breather mentally, so I can feel so I can get a little bit confident again, and not get hit for 30 to 60 points at a time. There we go. That's what I needed. Get out of my way. I have some goodies to collect. Totally watched that. Twilight Princess on the GameCube as well, but never beat it. Yeah, there's... I think my favorite part about Twilight Princess is that you really can make that adventure as long as you want. I still have my old save file, and I put like, and this was unimaginable for me back in, let's see, when did it come out? Like 2006, because it was the GameCube's last title, but a Wii launch title. And I put 40 hours into it. Yeah, and when it comes to Wii, I've played Skyward Sword. I don't think I want to stream it. There are aspects of Skyward Sword that, you know, I dragged myself through it. I'm not fond of it. I just wanted to make sure that I played it to, you know, to verify, to guarantee that it was something that I experienced. That's what it comes down to. What else what's my other unfinished business here? I feel like there was more that I wanted to do. Like Skyward, yeah, from a story perspective, Skyward Sword was wonderful. It had some good ideas, but it felt too linear for me. Not a fan of the minigames. Oh yeah, the minigames were really hardcore on the motion controls, I think, and that can be a turnoff. Skyward Sword felt like it had the most padding, if only because you needed something to feel interesting in between all of the dungeon visits. So while they were forcing you down these very linear paths, they tried to give you something to kind of break up the monotony of just going from point A to point B. And while it was all visually interesting, the linear part was just what turned me off. That's possibly why I absolutely fell in love with Breath of the Wild so much. Breath of the Wild, I have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U and Switch. Love Skyward Sword till my shoulder started hurting. Oh, hope they remake it. The problem with them eventually remaking it is I'm sure that they'll find a way to make sure that it uses uses the motion controls and the Joy-Cons. And that's one crazy thing about Skyward Sword, is how so many of Skyward Sword's mechanics rely upon being able to specifically do a horizontal slash or a vertical slash, especially those fights with Girahim. And yeah, Padoka Gaming, Breath of the Wild, with how incredibly open-ended it is. There's of course the first hour or two where you get acquainted with the starting area, but once that is finished, the game suggests a direction for you to go, but then you're entirely free to do whatever you want to after that. Breath of the Wild is, in my opinion, very inventive for what it sets out to accomplish. And I came out of the wrong work. I just boldly busted out there. I'm like, oh wait, this isn't the music I was expecting. I love this song, but this was not the place I needed to bust out. I wanted to be at the top right of the map so I could get back to the library. Busy with other stuff. Once I have some spare time, fully immersed. Yeah, and that's the other problem with Breath of the Wild. It will command your attention. Like, you might become frustrated because you'll sit down and you can play for an hour and a half and feel like you need to do more. The core of it, you're playing a 3D version of Legend of Zelda NES. Oh yeah, completely. But it feels a lot more fleshed out, a little bit less hostile than the NES Legend of Zelda, I think. Because the NES Legend of Zelda was truly hands off. It was great. 200 hours Breath of the Wild, 2/3 of it. Not a pro gamer. You know, 200 hours with it. I don't think you have to be a pro gamer to even find a way to invest 200 hours into it. You're pretty pro right there, and especially with some of the other games you play. Don't sell yourself short, Bufflink. You've definitely got some gamer skill under your hands. I believe in you. Oh sure, I'll kill you again. So much grind in Breath of the Wild right now. I've had all my divine beasts but low on cash, so in the plains harvesting prime meats. Well, not going to make you a sandwich. What you should probably do is scattered all throughout the land, you should be able to pick up a lot of sledgehammers. You'll find a lot of sledgehammers at the stables, and then run around at night and grab a bunch of moonstones. They're not the most expensive. They don't reward the biggest financial prizes, but you'll be able to rack up money quickly. 200 hours pro gamer, yeah. Not to mention, if you are in any way competitive or functional in Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 has a very high skill ceiling. Absolutely incredible stuff, especially if you jump online and start racing ghosts that other people have uploaded. People are doing some insane things with how far they can push the performance of the karts and the characters and all the configurations that are available. So even just, I feel like even just playing Mario Kart 8 is also another way to level up your overall gamer skills. You will not curse me today, you giant glowing farts. Snow bowling. Oh yeah, the bowling that's right next to the Heber Tower. It is actually possible to perfectly mechanically reproduce a certain throw that will always get you a strike every time. Yep, do some snow bowling. Not going to make you a sandwich. That can be a good financial reward too, to start getting you a good financial foundation, and then you can start, hoarding all of the precious gems that will get you even more money. Yeah, the snow bowling is if you warp to the Heber Tower, the northwest where all the snow is, warp over there, and then look slightly northwest, and like down at the base of the tower, you'll see a cabin with the usual smoke pouring out of the chimney, and that's where a dude has set up a giant snowball bowling thing. Yeah, 10,000 is like just the start.
I'm interested in this.
So, and each, let's see, I think you can hit 300 rupees per attempt, and each attempt might take you about 45 seconds. So it ends up being a pretty good rate of earning. Okay, so what needs to be picked up here? See, that's just super expensive for potions. I feel like I would rather be granular with it and something like that. Mana Prism, I think I will pick up 2 of those because I might have to spam some shield rod stuff. And after that, was there anything? I think I already have a Damascus sword. If not, then I can pick one up easily. The sword named Harper. Let's see. Plate, Reverse Cloak, Elven Cloak, Joseph's Cloak.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
Let's see what my inventory.
What can I do for you?
Let's see what my inventory looks like.
Farewell for now.
You guys, 3 hours ago, I did master my headshots and sneaks, so not a total waste. Oh yeah.
Farewell for now.
Headshots are a wonderful thing. Sorry, I heard something strange, but it might have just been a byproduct of the fact that I'm sitting cross-legged on this chair right now. I know as a Twitch streamer, I'm not supposed to admit to having legs or really anything below like where the belly button should be. But yeah, it's just random creaks and groans from all of the stuff I have set up here. Hate to bounce. Have a good night. Good and safe night, everyone. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Bufflink. Appreciate everything. Unless you're girl, then you're allowed to have legs. Yeah, that's true. Then I would have to wear leggings, and then I could stand up and walk back there real quick, and then some dude would get creepy in chat, and a mod would have to ban him. The usual, all sorts of internet woman problems. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be looking at my inventory instead of thinking about leggings and asses. Ring of Pals, I have one. I could have sold the garnet? Okay. Unk of Life. Oh yeah, that Ring of Ares, that'll be interesting. Bloodstone, Blood Healing, Zircon, Sparkling Ring sample as well. Why couldn't I sell the Zircon and garnet? Bruh, some Breath of the Wild leggings. I think I've seen those actually. Some crazy Sheikah pattern leggings. I think they exist.
I'm interested in this.
Okay, now you showed up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't sell multiple, that's why. Okay, anyway.
I'm interested in this.
How much money do I have now? I could buy the super cape. The one whose only power is that I can change the color. Joseph's Cloak. Triforce on the fanny. Oh man, who says it would be a dude? Seen some girls get mega creepy about that. Yeah, that happens too. Maybe not as often, but it is absolutely a thing. Ooh, that diamond plate could definitely get me some decent defense. And leave me with a decent amount of cash overall. I think I'm going to give the diamond plate a try. I think I can pick one up randomly about the castle later. I guess I'll just grab some more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Grab some of these.
Thank you.
Okay, now I think
now
I think I've got some good supply here. I'm gonna go hit a save to heal, and I will warp back up to the castle keep. See, this is what's. I think my HP max is. Oh, my HP max is 343. Okay. Because on my offline save, I was really close to 300 hit points when I hit the inverted castle, so I was able to bust in a much stronger position. So I feel like I'm playing from behind a lot here on the inverted castle. Triforce on the fanny. Oh man. Now just thinking about this like gratuitous ass stream that would be theoretically possible. Like, yeah, let me get some black leggings that have nothing but Triforces all over them, and instead of my face on stream, I'll just do an Ace Ventura talking with my butt cheeks kind of thing the entire time. It'll be great. I'll set an extra monitor on the floor so I can still play the games and see what's going on, but otherwise nothing but ass and microphone. Fart Ripple, you brought on the sub. What is going on? Oh man, Fart Ripple. Now he's the dude there. You should find him on Twitter because dude just did one of the funniest things possible. Posted a assy big stream. Let me ask you guys in chat a few questions while I've been farting around. But no, seriously. All respect to Fart Ripple. If you go check him out on Twitter, I'm sure a lot of you do have it. Dude posted up this 2.5-minute video where he got himself for Christmas a pack of flavored sodas, but not just any flavored sodas, unusual flavors such as ranch dressing. And the faces that Fart Ripple made, yeah. He did not have a happy day yesterday, but now that he no longer has to drink that stuff, surely Fart Ripple is going to have a much happier New Year. Mustard soda? Oh, bro. Dude. Now, Fart Ripple, is it Overwatch you've been playing or something else? I unfortunately forget, and I feel really badly for not remembering what your main game is these days. Gonna drink that tonight or tomorrow. Oh, dude. Make sure that you, like, start your night by drinking that stuff. Apex Legends, that's right. That's the one I was thinking of. You're an Apex player. But when it comes to any drinking that might happen tonight, because surely you've got yourself a special stock of cerveza that needs to be drank, definitely make sure that mustard soda starts your night so that you don't make yourself a mess later. Deli mustard or OG yellow, but also ew, OG. Okay, safety, safe state, and now to flop down to well, I could be adventurous. I could be very adventurous. How adventurous do I want to be? Now, I'll use the warp. Cheddar Wurst that I was going to combo with. Oh, Cheddar Wurst. Emphasis on worst. Cheddar Wurst soda, like, Cheddar Wurst is already a heck of an assault on the senses, and to turn it into a beverage is it's a lot to think of. Or a ham sandwich. Wow, you really did end up with some gnarly beverages there, Fart Ripple. Let us warp. Warp like the wind. Okay, I'm gonna go up and up and up because I never actually hit the ceiling of this column. But of course, Fart Ripple unfortunately is not streaming the soda drinking, even though he probably should. Maybe combo it up. Say, play Apex and drink the sodas. Who doesn't want to eat a cheesy meat stick in liquid form? I mean, there are so many different ways that phrase can be interpreted. I could, but it's so short. Oh wait, oh, I gotta go. That's right. Follower goal. Oh, totally, yeah. Just like one of my favorite streamers out there. Her name is Catlink, K-A-T-L-I-N-K. She does a thing where every seven subs she spins a wheel, and there's one tiny sliver of that wheel where she is forced to eat an olive. That's one of the dares, so to speak, as part of what could happen on her stream. And I think there are other situations because she hates olives and, you know, nasty faces. Art on hold, what up, brother? Oh man, I cannot wait to gasp and wheeze and clutch my chest on Saturday when we play Dance Dance Revolution again. Thanks for stopping by, however quick. Finding a way to crash land into my tiny stream here. I swear there's a way to go higher here. I can go back directly to miss? That's pretty dope. I thought there was a way out over here because... I guess maybe this is something that only technically works for the inverted castle? Huh. And I just noticed everyone's name on the stream version of the chat is purple. I don't think I set that. I don't think I like that either. Doesn't... It's not visually good. Might have to find a way out of that. So if I go to the right, I should theoretically be able to keep going up. I swear there was more to it than this. Purple Power Police! The missing Power Ranger, the Purple Ranger. Is this your New Year's? Oh no, Art on hold. I'm just streaming for a little bit. I'm only here for about another 2 hours, but just wanted to get some Castlevania out of the way and give all reasonable amounts of love to all the right people who made streaming in 2019 excellent. Map has some glitchy filling detection. Yeah, definitely. Now I finally, like, you have to really like hit the walls in order for the map to want to fill in, I feel like. Okay, that's all figured out. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the inverted. No! Like, I just find it funny that the cross for Alucard is total screen filling crazy damage that uses 100 hearts, but the cross when wielded by Richter is just a boomerang. Anyway. Yeah, if all goes well, and I'm still... Let's see here. Oh, I have a text message that may decide my fate here. Apologies for taking care of personal business on camera here. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so... Okay, so now that I'm mildly more powerful, at least I can go... Let's see, if I go equip all of the goodies, if I go... I'm very tickled about how it's a la carte, and then iron shield to the a la carte shield. Wait, 0 on the... Or 8 to 10 defense? Okay, and then... Instead of that, go for a la carte mail. Yikes, that defense is not a fan of that. I'd rather not get my shit kicked in so brutally here. And it seems like the walk armor is my best bet right now. A la carte thing makes more sense in Japanese. I figure, yeah, that's probably an interesting translation kind of thing that happened right there. No, I don't want the holy water. I feel like the holy water is better in other Castlevanias, just not this one. Oh, Famijack's got bars. A la carte, 8 a la carte in the middle of Walmart. When's your mixtape coming out, Famijack? T in Japanese? Yeah, definitely. Because I don't... Japanese has a D, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Hit sub goal and release your mixtape. Crush it, Famijack. 100 subs, perform a video game related mixtape live on stream. Difference is just that mark. Okay. Good to know. I like that the Alucard sword has long enough reach that I can slash those tombstones, which have a curse effect. I can slash those tombstones from outside of the range in which they could wake up. 15 subs have released an album covering 5 songs from the Bard's Tale. Ooh. Put it on your SoundCloud. Charge like $1 for it. Get a little extra for that. Oh no! Now I'm cursed. As picked by the audience, but Alucard gear really sucks aside from the boost in luck. Yeah, that's what I've kind of been noticing. That I would think that the Alucard gear should work a lot better. Go back to Iron Shield, and as for the sword, yeah, the bastard sword is pretty normal, but very beastly. There is, and maybe it was a pickup. Let me sort my swords again. Was it the Luminous? No. That one, the Mormagil. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I still had this one because this sword, this sword has carried me a lot. The Mormagil, this one carried me a lot in my other save too, so I think I may keep using it. Oh yeah, I need to uncurse myself. That would be a good idea. I'm not familiar enough with the Bard's Tale to be able to make a good joke about it, so I just trust that there will be enough amusing material that you can cobble together a good amusing mixtape. And yes, having the throwing axes is crucial right here for that enemy. My word, yeah, this enemy with its little poison spores, absolute insanity. The game is a musical comedy action RPG. Oh, well, I guess that is very Bard-like. I mean, if not directly lifted from the game, then inspired by the game? Let's see, I think there was something interesting over here as well. Oh, this is the... Oh, another save point. I'll take it. Any little point to... Any little bit that tops up my health is welcome right now. Oh, that's the thing. 14 musical numbers in the entire game. Oh, so that's a lot of variety for being able to put together a mixtape. Bard's Tale Karaoke. Okay, this might be where I turn on the bat card and let the bat do its business against those panthers, because I'm honestly not sure how to defeat those panthers via traditional methods. I've seen other players beat those panthers, but I lack the ability. Oh, this is a boss. So I'm going to turn on the instant cheese. Where is my rod? Where's my rod? Yep. This should go down quickly, especially if I go back to my mirror cross. Yes. Oh, even gives me the defensive boost that I deserve. I have no shame spamming this right now as a crutch because this portion of the game is stupid hard. And I can spam this like a good 5 or 6 times, so I'm not mad. Oh, no, she's petrifying. Now she knows what it feels like. Even though she evaporated more so than she got petrified, but oh well. Alright, back to my favorite sword. Yeah, I think I'll just glue myself to the ceiling while my bat does the rest of the work. I see you, little bat familiar, looking at my butt. Talar. I think I'll just gently sneak past these things. They're not worth the effort. Ooh, interesting stuff to break. Smart potion, which I need a lot more of. Yes, a life max. Oh dear lord, yes. I apologize. Woo, okay. Just, now what happened was, I don't know if it was something I ate, I have no idea. Almost feels like an allergic reaction, just some weird tickle in my throat, where I really needed to just cough like crazy, just clear that out and handle it. It might come back again. Oh, these guys. These enemies are dumb. But easy to defeat, thankfully. $400. Yeah, but just for the sake of, I don't know, modesty and making sure that my stream is visually still decent, you know, I've taken a cue from some of the others that I've seen, and if I have to do some major coughing or something like that, then yeah, I'm just gonna disable my camera for a moment, because you don't need to. No one needs to deal with that. Yeah, Bat, get him! Wow, Batty really cleaned up on those little demons. Uh-oh. Am I where I think I am? Ooh. Whoa. I don't think I remember coming here. Yeah, I don't think I want to go in this direction, because this should theoretically be the Colosseum, and from what I've seen in other scenarios, I'm not at all prepared to put up with that. At least those guys are worth a lot of experience points. So I should be leveling up again shortly. There we go. Called it. Spamming Soul Steel. Like I could and should spam Soul Steel, but it never occurs to me to use those special moves. I know they're available to me usually. Maybe I should do what I did all the previous times and keep a tab open with all of the spells. Tetra Spirit would be another good one too, I think. And Hellfire. Too bad this room doesn't work. At least to my knowledge, this room does not work here in the Upside Down. And Dark Metamorphosis. Yeah, there's not much... magic points involved. Dark Metamorphosis I need to figure out a lot more, actually. I guess there would have to be an... Oh, this guy. Okay. Neat. The Upside Down doesn't have as many details, which I totally get. The Upside Down is, like, you still want to get stronger. You still want to level up. But at the same time, you can only accomplish so much. Like, they just robbed you of the end of the game, so the least they could do is let you know, somewhat get closer. Oh dear. How strong is this Minotaur? Wow, he is very strong. Incredibly strong. They thought about the whole Upside Down thing when they were about to wrap up the game, and that makes sense. And I found it really, really cool in a way that you go upside down and you end up having to gather Dracula parts, which is totally a perfect throwback to Castlevania 2. And fair and square. This, you know, a lot of other games I save state like crap, but I want to try to play this as legit as possible here on stream. And adding the Upside Down as they were about to wrap up the game, I get it, and on a certain level. All the parts are held by Castle 1 bosses. Yeah, exactly, that too. But the other part, it's like, you know, all of these incredibly clever puzzles, all of these wonderful things that that have taken place in the game, and yet if you really wanted to, feels like you could only, if you're a seasoned player but still playing casually, not speedrunning, you can still complete it in about, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours, and that's just not a lot of, you know, even for back then, not a lot of gameplay. It would be about as much gameplay as any other Castlevania would probably give you, but they decided to really, you know, I think it was a good decision to do the Upside Down Castle. Even if it does seem like it's lacking a little bit, it still has a good. They executed it well, given what little time they had to create it. The way they introduced it pretty much guaranteed people would go through with it. Yeah, that too, because the ending where you kill Richter, just, I don't know, it definitely feels empty. So you end up with your own personal feeling like, wait, that's it? Isn't there more? So you'd go back and you would just keep grinding away like crazy, and eventually you may come across those 2 special rings, and you may eventually sort out their purpose. Nice, peaceful, ambient music here. Some sort of Anya type situation. Some Philip Glass type of smoothness. A little bit surreal at the same time. Sniper of Goth is a really cool name. Like, that should really be a metal band name or something. And it should be close to that level up again. Maybe just another couple of enemies to be defeated. But when I get back to the chapel, just it gets really funny seeing some of the really crazy enemy concepts that they went with here in the Upside Down Castle. I really applaud them for just being absolutely crazy with their artistic direction. And on my other save, I did get through almost all of this, almost all of the Upside Down Castle, but I was much better served by moving counterclockwise instead of clockwise. So that's why I've decided to double back a little bit here on stream. Not that either way is particularly easy or anything, but this was to me marginally easier, so that's how I justify it. Oh yeah, back card back on, that'd be a good idea. And where'd you go? Did the sword seriously just decide to bounce? Oh, it came back. Okay. I'm like, come on, you cheeky bastard. No, seriously, it's like running away from me. What? I've never seen an enemy intentionally run from me like this. What's going on? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna beat this sword fair and square. If it would stop running away from me. Live by the sword, die by the sword? Maybe it's afraid of the bat. Seriously? What sword would be afraid of a bat? I mean, hell, even the one pirate sword in Donkey Kong Country 2 was willing to go after apes. So what's a bat doing, making a sword feel like that? This room. Yeah, I'm gonna let Batty Bats do stuff. Yeah, this room is definitely one of those double jump is not enough rooms. Very frustrating to deal with because I'm having to constantly switch to bat to be able to move around. Diamond! Yes, any little max up, any little boost. Please, just give it all to me. Oh, what did you drop? A Vorpal blade. Ooh. What's your purpose in life? Slices cleanly through enemies. Anywho, got some last minute things I gotta do. Catch you later. Hey, take care, Fabby Jack. Thanks for stopping by. Always love having you. Good luck on your future streams that I know you're bringing back. You're gonna come back strong, especially with that fully repaired Xbox. That thing is gonna be a lot of fun. Let me know if you need some games, especially if you plan to mod it. Ooh, this sword is wonderful. Ooh. Oh, I just hit the freaking sword jackpot here. Wow! And there's a handy save point right here. What? Ooh, see? It's these little things made it rewarding to go counterclockwise to the castle. I want to have a hard drive where I can load games onto it and save the wear and tear of discs. Yes, that would be nice. Dude, totally. I've seen people use SATA to IDE adapters. Make sure you get the 80 wire IDE cable. But yeah, people have been shoving like terabyte hard drives in them, maybe even 2. And yeah, that Xbox will take them. I happen to have a collection of Xbox things that you might be interested in, so we can message privately another day about that when you get the mod in place. But yeah, very happy weapons to go on here to make me feel like a badass. That's maybe the greatest part about Symphony of the Night here, is how effective it is at making me feel like a badass a lot. And also, Family Jack, I don't know if you're still here, but just one last little tidbit. From what and other things that I've understood, if you go the hard mod route, then that makes it a lot easier to stick any hard drive you want in there. So I know the hard mod chips are hard to come by these days, so you know, do your best with it. Be happy with that Xbox. I just realized what this sword does. This sword slashes without me breaking my stride. Hey, another boss room. I'll take it. Still gonna go with the shield rod, with the shield rod spam though. This boss? Oh, I haven't. Ooh, this boss is gruesome. Wow. And I do not recall, I haven't fought this boss yet, actually. So, yikes. Big yikes. Wow! Is there a good platform on this side? I guess not. Wow, freaking terrifying. Oh. Swarmed by giant flies, nasty flies. Wow. From here. Yeah, definitely Lord of the Flies like crazy here. And getting some iframes together. Woohoo! Wow. They really went hardcore on some of the visuals and the art department for this. Just completely visceral. More life up, I'll take it. And this actually, okay, it's just a... Okay, it's just a mid-boss. It doesn't seem to contain any parts of Vlad. Because if it did have a part of Vlad, then I'd be like, oh, that's the 5th boss I need to fight. But the 5th boss I most likely need to fight in my other save is at the Colosseum, because that's where I've not explored as much. Back to the Vorpal Blade. So good! This is gonna be my new main blade. Another save? What? This is great. Yeah, I was getting to be really worried at the end of my last stream because I'm thinking, wow, this inverted castle is super, super tough. How am I gonna hang with it? Oh, and I hate those gremlins so much. Yep, going back to the throwing axe. Oh, another freaking invisible butterfly freak. Where I really... Oh! That's the catch to this sword is... Or no, that enemy is just genuinely that, because it's armored. Okay. Wait till you get Castlevania. I hope I encounter it soon. Wow, that enemy sure was something. And I bet there's a second one over here. Jacobones. Jacohueso. Yeah, mainly when I played my offline save, my big goal was to get back to the castle entrance. Oh, I guess fighting it head on kills it much faster. Okay, has a well protected rear end. Uh-oh. No Medusa heads. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight up here. Not gonna waste time. Oh, I hate those floor traps so much. So much. They're so painful. Oh, thanks, Bat. Oof. I'm sure there's something that can defeat those skulls, but I have no idea what it is. Any vertical strip difficult? Oh yeah, add Medusas. They're just evil about that. Ooh, I'll come back to the dagger. I'm happy with a dagger. Yes, a level up. The more the better. Ooh, need to get to the other side. Ugh. There we go. Don't get hit by that. Oh, yeah, that I've definitely been hit by it. If it didn't insta-kill me, then it did a lot of damage, and like there's no reason that an enemy like that should be so powerful. It's just awful. Wow, doing so much damage so quickly. I love it so much. It does percent-based damage. Oh, that explains why it's so brutal. Actually, no, don't want to drop down. I want to keep going up wherever I can. Probably grind these guys for XP, though. It's pretty hard to take down. I got my bat doing some good dirty work for me, though. He's really coming along. What's his level now? Level 8? Not bad. Just put some steaks on the sous vide if you want to cross the bridge an hour or so after the stream. Ooh, girl! I didn't think you could sous vide some steaks that quickly. I just might indulge you. Because that text message earlier, Katie had to cancel. So yeah, maybe I might just fall asleep. because it's already been a weird day, and I could use a nap or two. Might be one of the top 5 weirdest New Year's ever, but you know, that's just how life is. I appreciate the offer nonetheless. Not gonna make you a sandwich. Ooh, yes. Okay. Now I really know where I am. Quick, well, it's distracted. Totes, always food for you on Lopez Lane. Yeah, y'all, y'all ain't going hungry on Lopez Lane. You really are not. More life, Max. And yeah, I might as well come up here. Because I don't know. I feel like it's very interesting over here in the introductory area of the upside down version, especially that dodo bird enemy, and some of these enemies that show up. But I did not have this sword last time around, and I'm very pleased that I have it now. And it was just a random drop too, which makes me feel like all the more robbed. Like, oh, here each playthrough is so incredibly unique because of the drop rates of weapons and the way that things unfold. And since I can dish out damage so quickly, the giant naked plant ladies down here won't scare me as much. Yeah! This is some straight up shinobi shit right here. A ǝpᴉsdn. Not that it's better than the Vorpal blade, but I might as well have a look at it. Ooh! Not as powerful, and two-handed. And there's a save room here. Yep, I will use that later, because I think there's a good little collectible down here at the bottom of this shaft. Oh, another fire boomerang. Okay. Because in the regular castle it was life up and whatnot, but that's okay. I just love how the bat familiar gets that little heart shows up over it when you turn into a bat. The bat familiar is attracted to bat a la carte. I will stay with the dagger. I can sword slash as fast as I can mash. Truly, I should not be allowed to have a weapon like this because my mashing ability is legit greatness. I have less to fear if my DPS is so high. As good as Takahashi imagined. Is Takahashi one of the leaders of like one of those people who does the mashing in Mario Party? Because I know that there's a world record for that, and I would really like to step up to that challenge one day. I mean, I know visually the game still has its limit for the inputs, but it would be cool to pull out Mario Party on stream and really, really show off what I'm capable of doing mashing-wise. I mean, being able to throw daggers quickly is it's almost an uncapped thing as well. Like button mash 21 per second. I won't say 21. I've never had it officially counted, but I do have the ability to fast twitch my hands. So in fast twitching my hands, I can still do some really, really good things. Or if I could only think of any games that are, any other games other than Mario Party that are good for mashing measurement. But I think that one particular mashing minigame in Mario Party is like the gold standard because it has no cap. It will accept as many button inputs as you can possibly put in during that time frame. And there's some very interesting stuff here in the caverns. And I hate these cave trolls so much. And I think... yeah, there's the black bag. 2,000 gold. Just killing him for the experience points. And what I kind of find interesting here in the inverted castle is how all the things that were in that one room up and to the right from the clock room are scattered around the upside down castle. As kind of like a punishment. Oh, you didn't grab them during the regular castle? Well, there you go. Also, being able to farm money like that also seems like it would be a good idea. Midge is Legend has got his own game after being so good at shooters in the 80s. Ah, yeah, 80s shooters definitely need some good finger banging. So one does need to be very fast, especially, I think, when I think of classic shooters and button mashing as quickly as possible to work that correctly, I think of the Donpachi series. Those games are incredible. Adventure Island character, no way! I did not know that at all. No, I was able to cross through that last time around. I'll figure it out. I did not know Adventure Island's character was based on an actual person. That is some incredible trivia. He was sponsored by Hudson. That makes a lot of sense. I guess, Padoka Gaming, you must be excited for the TurboGrafx 16 Mini that's coming out in a couple of months, right? Because I know I feel like I really should pre-order one of those as soon as possible. I should have done that months ago, but I think I'm definitely going to pick one of those up and stream with it when I have the chance. Oh, no you don't. If it ends up decent. M2 is doing the emulation on it. M2 did the emulation on the Genesis Mini, so the TurboGrafx Mini has every reason to be good. Those minis are a mixed bag. Yeah, and I totally understand that, especially with the with how the first couple of Genesis Minis were made by @Games and they were just terrible. But then when Sega finally went to M2 and said, help us with a Genesis Mini, and it turned out great. I liked the Nintendo Minis very much. Okay, I'm gonna hit a save room here at the top of this shaft, and I'm going to take this opportunity to take a little break here for the stream. So just gonna take the usual 5 to 10, or maybe closer to 10, just to get my head straight and catch up with some text messages and other things I may have missed out on. So thanks for sticking around. I'll be back in a reasonable amount of time. Thanks for watching. Okay, that was enough of a break. Let's get back down to business, shall we? Fading away the official lyrics to the Super Mario Brothers theme song. Going to let that rest here, and for the next hour, just going to go ahead and crush some more Castlevania to the best of my ability. Some very interesting stuff that's down there in the caverns here, with everything being inverted. We are getting down to business indeed to defeat the Castlevanian equivalent of Huns. That's what's happening here. Hideous Winter, thanks for joining back. Okay, yeah, no music here. I'm like, uh-oh. Had to make sure my headphone volume was correct. And while you were gone, Hideous Winter, I found the best sword. I got a rare drop from an enemy, and oh man, this sword kicks so much ass. Especially because I'm about to fight death. And every little bit counts. I just need to get back to... Where is my super shield rod? I'm sure I've scrolled past it like 6 times. Yes. To death we will be saying, not today. Not today, indeed. Death here is pretty dumb, gotta be honest. Yeah, he really is a dumb boss. Like, as soon as I encountered, like, when I encountered death in my offline playthrough, I'm like, okay, I'm like, uh-oh, I've stumbled across the worst fight ever. And then I did the fight, and, yeah, I'm entirely with you on that. With this single sword, I have, like, my own confidence restored again. It's so good. Yep. Especially with how epic all the other encounters with death in all of the other games have been. When you think about how death was in the original NES Castlevanias, for the role death played in Bloodlines, how death was was so substantial to the beginning of this game, all these things. Like, death has really been orchestrating a lot of stuff.
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness!
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this
For
night.
the master. And I guess the other part is, for how death took all your stuff, so I would have assumed that, like, there would be a lot more loot involved by defeating death, but that was never the case either. Oh, even my bat wants a piece. Yeah, and like, that second form is pretty decent, but at the same time, you know, having the shield rod up my sleeve it's a really nice cushion. So I have Vlad, and so just counting things up, I have the heart tooth ring and eye. Oh snap! I almost have all 5 pieces of Vlad. And some of the DS games, death is tough as heck. I've heard some good things about the portable Castlevanias.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
I just find that really neat how the demon will do that. I've yet to find any other good use for the demon, though. He doesn't seem to want to attack enemies, so I'm kind of lost at what else he's good for. Oh yeah, you missed me fighting the succubus. Yep, that is something that indeed happened. I made short work of the succubus. That she was not that big of a deal. But still, that was a really, really cool thing to happen, I think. Power of Sire. I don't know how effective that Power of Sire is, but I can't wait to use it. It seems like a really cool one. Yeah, that succubus was a really interesting plot twist, and I loved how much it. And my favorite part about the succubus fight here is how very much it seems to have. For those who've watched the Castlevania anime on Netflix, that succubus fight seems to have inspired quite a bit of some of the lore that went into the animated series. So just really impressive stuff all around. Let's see, I think I will switch back to the bat. Game sounds a bit high. Okay, I was wondering, because I never get a full. I'll put the audio back to where it was previously, because I turned it up just what I thought was a tiny bit, but now I guess now it's properly balanced at -30, and that's still the weird part because my microphone volume is maxed out. I could probably dig into the settings and like overboost my mic to get it to rebalance where I want the game audio, but better to stick with the sliders that are available in OBS. Yeah, I don't think I fully explored the caverns, Alucard Sword. I don't think I've fully explored the caverns in my other save, not to the extent that I should. The caverns here in the Upside Down Castle, to be specific. So I'm definitely going to spend more time here. Since you're a Castlevania vibe, check this later. Okay, I will open that tab. Yeah, my hunger for anything Castlevania related is very high. A radio drama. That sounds fun. The story after Symphony? Oh, I would absolutely love to hear what goes on proper after Symphony. Because Symphony already has such a crazy climax to the whole saga that began in Rondo of Blood. Ooh, yes. And that was, storyline-wise, just the way it services all of Castlevania. Rondo of Blood felt like they were trying to, like, roll up all of the previous Castlevanias into one game. Ooh, another Power of Sire. Okay. Especially with how in Rondo of Blood the introduction was scenes that were familiar from previous Castlevania games, like you walked through one of the, especially walking through one of the towns that was in Castlevania 2. That was a nice little nod there. Just a bunch of little things they put all throughout Rondo that felt like they were taken from the entire series up to that point. Oh yeah, same with this. Yeah, it takes even more awesome things from the entirety of the series, and it's pretty good. It is really good. And it's crazy that it takes 2 whole games to truly be a good tribute to the series. Wow, these bitches are tough. But I should probably watch my movements. This music seems a little too dramatic for right now, but maybe it'll be justified. I think there's another boss down here. I can't remember completely, even though this is one of the last areas I explored. Whoa! Ah, yes, the spike room. This is where I wanted to be in all of my exploration. Back to the spike breaker. Wow, this walk armor is really doing me some favors. Let's see what kind of treasure is waiting for me at the end of this hallway this time. Oh, the witch turns into a cat. Huh. That's funny. More karma coins. Okay. These items do the same. Or resist fire and thunder. Alright. Red bean bun. Oh, man. That reminds me of going to Din Tai Fung when I lived in Seattle. Why all these skeletons? Well, this is where having this particular weapon came in handy. All this for an elixir. Which I now need because of all the abuse that I took trying to get here. Bullshit. Or a high potion. That could work. Yeah, I'd rather high potion. Soul steal the skeletons. Oh, good call. I never think to use spells. Still gonna hit this though. Puts me in a good place. Back to the Iron Shepherd. Soul steal. Right down to back forward. Wrong attack. Is there a cooldown? Oh well, I'll practice more of that later. That was a neat little area just for education's sake and for exploring the map and getting more of those percentages increased. I'm not even gonna deal with those witches and their crazy shield. Delay the attack button press. Oh, okay. I was wondering what I was doing wrong. It didn't seem like I would have to delay the attack button press, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Wow, walk armor still really is my my best, just points wise. Doesn't give me much for status, but oh, it's a separate witch. That's okay. I've got other places to be. I really should have seen those bats. That's totally on me. I didn't want the stopwatch, but that's okay. Another room that's just full of skeletons. Oh, yes! Wait a second, there was a boss right after this. Safety save. Oh, this is a good time to have a level up. I'll take it. If not a boss, then just one of those very tough enemies. Whoa. This room looks very different to what I remember it previously. Oh, those are just more powerful ice maidens. This room used to have lava. Now it's freaky. At least I think this was a lava room. I don't ever remember it looking like this. I just want to cover the entire front to back room. Hell is frozen over. I see what they did there. That's how much inversion has occurred. Oh, here we go. This is the boss room. I knew I was close to a boss somewhere. I might even use a Power of Sire just for kicks. But Shield Rod, Iron Shield to start. Whoa! You're a chunky monkey. Whoa. Yeah, oh, I think, yeah, this boss is pretty nasty. Really, this boss is pretty bad. I think I'll use a pot roast real quick. And, hopefully I can survive a couple more, to let a couple more of these loose. My magic is holding up well. Uh-oh. Those charges are coming at me pretty badly. Oh, 69 hit points. Okay, I have a maximum health thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use this elixir. Put my HP up, put it up before I die! Ooh, that was close, that was so close. Why did that elixir take so long to kick in? Yeah, whenever possible, I'm just gonna cheese a boss. No shame in my game for this. This seems to be a pretty winning strategy. And plus, I have some magic point refills, so if I bottom out my magic, I'm not too worried. Oh, Bat's helping. How sweet. This boss is optional, pretty hard without a special piece of gear. Okay. Let's see. Might as well use a high potion now. And I had... Where is the mana prism? Yes. 4 of them. I did well. There we go. Oh, come on. Let me... Oh, crap. I wasted my mana prisms because I didn't change my equipment. I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. Now I have to crank out some... I'm just going to mash the potion button for a bit now because of these mistakes. You know what? I'm going to try again. I will save state this. I don't care. So I can make fewer mistakes this time. But yeah, I can see why that boss is optional because, wow, that is a tough boss. Like, that boss definitely absorbed a ton of punishment. And showed no signs of slowing down. Like, that definitely seems like a boss where there would be some sort of, like, second form. Didn't happen. You were doing single-digit damage aside from crits. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of hits, but yeah, still single-digit damage. Ooh, hey. What's this? Necklace of J. Defense +5. Okay, so yeah, maybe a little bit later, when my hit points are in the mid 600s, I could be strong enough, experienced enough. Just kill a few enemies, get a few more EXP. Not gonna go to the right here. Just head back down. I think there's a save room nearby. Uh-oh. I still went back to the boss room. Nope, we're out. There's a save room to the left, though. Now that I kind of know where I am. Yes. Now I can continue this way. I think there's, yeah, just one. Ooh! Oh, a diamond. Okay. Expected that to be some kind of powerful thing, but apparently not. I already, yeah, okay. That cute little sign right there. The neighbors are, I'm not sure if that was heard on the microphone, but I got neighbors already firing off some fireworks. Or they're shooting off guns. Either way, they're having a good time. It's far from midnight. There's still 4.5 hours remaining. Smoothly cruise out here. Oh. Oh. Oh, with that shield, you can't even touch her. Oh well, that's fine. That's a lot of hits to kill her, though. Wow. And let's see what fun stuff is over here. Another save! This makes me happy. And then I can cruise through to the other side. One of those few very happy double-sided save rooms. And I think there's just a couple small things this way. From what little I can remember. Oh, just a magic missile, really? Okay. Okay. So I didn't explore all of this region, but I discovered, to me, enough of this region. So I'm gonna make my way out. and go to other places. I think all I really have left, I think the main place I have to go now is the Colosseum. I was dreading it, but I think I have to now. The Colosseum is very scary. I did go this way? Okay. Yes, crush on me, my familiar. Crush on me. That was either a potion or an elixir that I missed. I'm kind of salty about that, but... this sword should still do good things for me. Seriously, that demon, that Gaibon is buff as hell. Does it really need that many muscles? It has to fly. You're not gonna want to be muscle bound if you're a flyer. Anyway, gonna keep rocking to the left here in the caverns. It's a good direction to go. I figure there will be an item that I will receive eventually that will help me to get up over there, because there might be something useful. I can't use the bat or anything to get over in that region yet, so... Well, can't go very far, but that's okay. Just covering the map like a good player should. Oh, is it still? Yes! That still exists. This is still a thing, this cavern. Okay. Let's see what fun is hiding in this area. I'm excited. I didn't actually get to this area in my offline run, so this is some good exploration. Neutral. Oh, mana prism, yes. Oh, these cave trolls are annoying, especially when they do their big shock attack. Over here where I got the holy symbol at one point. Ooh, a bat upgrade? Force of Echo. Ooh. I guess it's slightly different color? Assuming that Force of Echo is kind of an attack. I'm sure I will use it eventually, or there will be a use case for it. Gotta head down that shaft that I passed a little while ago. Echo does damage. Okay. Yeah, because the Echo used to be like just one color, but now it looked like kind of rainbow colored at the end. Because yeah, the bat form desperately needed some sort of ability to defend itself. Even if it's a weak attack, that's fine. What I'm really looking forward to is the poison mist, wherever that's hiding. Yeah, let's save again. Oh? What? Oh! Another fight against my doppelganger, who's very well equipped. Oh! He kind of has anti-stun lock. He's still mechanically easy to fight here in this form. Okay. That wasn't so bad. More life, Max. That's what counts. I did not expect to fight my doppelganger again. But this cavern fills me with some intrigue. Oh, wow! Whatever's down there was terrifying. I'm glad I decided to hit the bat on that. Let's tread lightly here. Wow! There's a lot going on there. Bat, can you clear a runway for me? Haha. Well. At least these can die, and I'm gonna get a ton of experience for this. Just a room that's nothing but a giant stash of XP points. I'm into it. But is there still a boss of some sort over here in this corner? That'd be interesting. No? Just a bunch of this. Oh wait, the boss would be in the next room, the tentacle lady. Oh! Darkblade. Best room to farm a certain weapon later. Oh! Those octopus enemies drop a weapon? Darkblade. Sword forged by elves. Whoa! 74 power. Let's see what this is all about. I bet it slices normally. Slices normally, but well, it slices pretty quickly. I'm not mad about it. They don't, but can be used to make a certain weapon stronger. Oh, okay. Given, you know, as good as a Darkblade might be, it's all about the DPS, and the Vorpal Blade still wins. Hideous Winter, grilling sirloin and asparagus, feel like you'd appreciate this. Yes, I absolutely appreciate that. You have a delightful thing going on down there. You are the second person tonight here in this Twitch chat to offer me steak, just for what it's worth. So, that's a thing. Just letting you know. One of the drops was sushi. I found that very amusing. Very impressive death animation, too. Okay, let's get out of here. I've seen enough. Oh. Let me go this way some more. Yeah, for that crucial save. Over 500 hit points. Given that I started this playthrough with like 340, I think, I'm making some good progress. Gaining like 150 hit points, all in this one little 3-hour session. I'm into it. Oh, did they? Because this is supposed to go both ways. They shut off one of them, the one that would normally have led to the nightmare room, the sickness room. So I get it. They don't have a similar situation here on this side, which is fine. Not mad about it. Yes. Not another one of those things. Ugh! Bat, your heart's in the right place, Bat. Releasing poisonous spores upon me is not my idea of a good time. Even though, yes, I have to kill it to progress. Oh yeah, this room is full of meal tickets, I think? Yeah, and I have not tested meal tickets. I'm not sure what they do. It might just, I don't know, generate random food for all I know, but it seems pretty nice to have nonetheless. Another save! I'll take it. What seasonings are you, that's where the nightmare is. Yeah, exactly. That's where the nightmare would be in the right side of castle, but it doesn't need to be here. Hideous Winter, how do you season your steak? What are your... Oh, here's where the nightmare is, yeah. Peanuts. Yeah. Hideous Winter, if you don't mind, tell us your steak secrets. We must know, because we are hungry. Great, poison myself. Pepper, salt, diced garlic, and go from there. Ooh, keep it simple. I appreciate that very much. That sounds like the right way to go. I don't know, I feel like I get a little bit too fancy with, like, paprika and stuff like that, too, even though salt and pepper. The real goal should just be to make it taste as beefy as possible. Lots of balsamic vinegar. Oh, that's a good idea, too. I'm into it. Good job, Hideous Winter. Do you, some sweetness is good. Do you like to, this, I guess... I wouldn't exactly call it dry aging, but like salt and let it sit at room temperature for a while. Because I usually like to let the salt. For me, I've traditionally enjoyed letting the salt sit for like 30 minutes, and it's treated me well. I have time, yeah. Hangry though. Oh, totally. Yeah, with the past couple of days that you've had, you deserve to feed those hangry urges. Oh, those spike traps. Holy butts, it is so cold I can see my breath. Yeah, it is shockingly chilly right now here in Arizona. Even up here in Phoenix. I promise you, it is chilly. Okay, I need to stop getting completely fucked by those spike traps. I find myself a safe game. I would like to see if I can manage one more boss battle. Iron Ball, okay. Still have yet to figure out what those iron balls are all about, but that's fine. Sirloin is good at pineapple juice. Ooh. Never thought about that, but that's a good idea. Just because of pineapple's innate ability to break down proteins, the pineapple juice will give you the sweetness while also tenderizing it like crazy. And sirloin could always use a little bit of tenderizing. I'm much more a fan of New York strip and T-bone. Pineapple orange juice is yummy too. Was cheap. Yep. Sirloin typically is It's the right balance of affordable, but gives you a good amount of quality if you treat it right. Yeah, sirloin definitely, you know, there are other cuts which take more work, but sirloin is like the most tolerable amount of work. Yes. Life max up. Yeah, I don't think I fully explored this area because of how brutally I was getting my shit kicked in earlier. I don't think there's an elevator here this time, unfortunately. I think I did try at one point to like sit here and hold up or something, or hold down, and nothing activated. Just one of those little things that you can't really perfectly replicate. Soul steal these skeleton heads for infinite health. Oh, really? And that's what I kind of wonder about these skeleton heads, because it doesn't seem like you can actually kill them. So it's worth investigating. Yeah, you can't kill them, but it is a nice... That was close, but that's a nice oversight that you can soul steal from them infinitely. Heartmax! No birdie up here. Careful with the laser dick skeletons. Yeah. Laser dick skeleton. Oh! Welcome back to your continued support of Subcon Hideous Winter. Subiversary. Yes, indeed, you have kept the streak going and caused a delightful little animation to trigger. You do not go unnoticed here on the stream. Not just in chat, but of course immortalized on the video stream itself. Gotta love it. I really do enjoy playing with all the Streamlabs stuff to make stuff like that happen. I should probably go back and revisit that. I feel like I need to should upgrade my game a little bit, get myself a chatbot too. I just don't know exactly what my chatbot would do yet. But that whole thing down there in chat where you can see that you've got the little mega blades. Actually, what I should be doing is trying to get my ass over back to the Coliseum. Wait, what the hell just happened? Oh yeah, I'll just drop down to that one and try to warp myself close to where the Coliseum would be. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot in the middle I haven't explored. Jeez. Oh, I have 2 bats. That didn't make sense at all that I have 2 bats. I guess that's what happens when your bat is level 20. Because I just keep him out. I guess the second bat comes out conditionally, but yeah, that's pretty neat. High potion. Yeah, I think a chatbot would be pretty sweet. Some of these crazy chatbots can be set up to have like multiplayer text adventures. All respect due, all shout outs to Nina Lee and her chatbot. It was actually chatbots and stuff like Streamlabs that inspired the channel loyalty point stuff that I've got, like my metal blades down there, my mega blades. So Twitch finally just stole that chatbot. Good to ban everyone. Totally. Oh yeah, let me go down. Because, yeah, let's just fill in more on the map here. I probably died here once or twice too, so. But now that I can actually do a good amount of damage per second, these areas are much less scary. Much less scary. And that's such a good area of effect too for the sword. Just this very wide slash. It's pretty wonderful. Oh yeah, there's a lot of the library I haven't explored. Oh wow, this sword does nothing to the Tin Man. Wow, look at that. Other swords I've had do a lot more, so maybe this is the time where I try the Dark Blade. Ooh. Some resistance potions. Not that I ever use them, but it's nice to have. Oh, when I'm a bat, 2 bats follow me. That's neat. Hey. You 2 bats would do well to actually help me out here. A little saving is a good idea. And did I fully explore this other side of the library? No, I haven't. Let's go. With the other sword to deal specifically with the Tin Man. I'm sure the other enemies will die relatively quickly. Ooh, 2 hits. I'll take it. I really want to come here and push the shelf over. A neutron bomb. Nice. Just have to do my due diligence. The ǝljourd is maybe not the best sword, but it's worth grabbing. That is such a weird enemy. Whoa! What weapon was I using last time that I was able to kill the Tin Man in like 2 hits? This is absurd. I was using... I think I was using the... Vlad the Impaler approves. Yeah, because it's literally an impaled enemy. An enemy that lives its life impaled. Maybe I will resort swords. And I went with the... which are you? I swear I had the sword I wanted. Not the luminous. The sword that has power against holy. Or that's strong against... Yeah, not any of the 2-handed swords. Scimitar, Gladius, English Navy, Fort by El Mercenary, Sword Cursed, Damascus, Bastard, Alucard. There we go, the Mormagil. That's right. Yeah, the Mormagil seems to have done great damage against Tin Man. Just like that, 2 hits, dead. That's what I'm talking about. I think there's a small boss up here, just like how there was something that was kind of strong in the original castle. It's still weird to have 2 bats near me. The neighbors and their explosives seem to be increasing in intensity and in volume. dead. I believe this is where I received the bat form after using this. Nope, no clock. Go through here. There's not really any bonus in this room to my... Yeah, just Starlight. That must be... Oh. Strengthens Power of Cross. Wow, does Power of Cross really need to be strengthened? Holy wow. That's a very specific power-up. In that Ring of Ares, I feel like there's a use case for it. Always. Yeah, I figured there's always a use case, even for the more obscure things in this game. Just, you have to be creative enough to remember that it exists and to use it right. Like if I had the ability to, I don't know, cast an invincibility spell on myself or something, and then use the Ares power-up. Okay, so now that I've done this much exploring, let's see here. I think I'm gonna find my way back to in or near the Colosseum, and then I'll wrap it up. Yeah, way too many tools for use in this game. Yeah, it becomes overwhelming. You just become overwhelmed by choice. There are so many things that you can do, so many ways that you can solve problems. Yeah, way too many ways to play, and I'm in a way that's kind of helpful. I mean, I'm not a seasoned veteran of Metroidvanias, but at the same time, having all of these options that range in complexity means I can accomplish a lot of stuff if I want to. First playthrough, I didn't even know familiars and spells were a thing. Wow. So were you able to complete the game without a familiar, or still had a lot of stuff to use? Yeah. Though there are certain spots in the game where you like that switch that's down in the caverns where a familiar is mandatory. I mean, you can still technically beat the game if you want, but the game always seems to be able to let you beat the game. But if you really feel like completing the game, you have so many tools, and some are, you know, best used in very, very specific and rare situations. Two-Bat Crew? Okay, I think it's actually going to be safe for me to go back to the Vorpal Blade. Had to hit me one more time before I got out of there. And yeah, just gonna fall down. Soul Steel. Do it from the other side.
Soul Steel!
Huh.
Soul Steel!
Oh, that's great. And wow, 50 magic points actually isn't that much given how much magic I have at this point. So, that's good. That's very good. Let's see. For warping... yeah, I guess I can warp. It won't be close to the Colosseum, but it'll be closer than where I am right now. Every little bit counts. And I like how they added this little elevator. Ooh. Now I'm gonna go to the one that's to the right and up, because it's closest to the center. I don't mind fighting my way through this area again. The experience will be good. Green tea. You can't get blood from a stone, but you can get green tea from one. Loading zone. Okay. Not mad at all about this. Oh! This sword will work against the Panthers. I tried to use a lot of other weapons against them, and they would just turn into liquid and slide past me. Infinite RFC, you found me, I believe. Hello. Thanks for the follow. I heard the little ding. Thanks, little bat. Slashing so fast none of those spores even have a chance to spread. Love it. And we could all use this peaceful music, given some of the very stressful music that was happening elsewhere. Ooh, actually, is this what Yes, I needed to go through this. I need to see what's at the end of this hallway. I totally neglected this last time around, even on my offline playthrough. So let's get that spike breaker back on and go see what fun stuff is at the end of this hallway. I like how I can break spikes even when in his form. Oh, this looks like a cape. The Twilight Cloak. Ooh, what do you do for me? Black cape for vampires. Wow. It does slightly raise my defense, so... Oh! Oh, wait, no, the Blood Cloak... So there's that. And then the Twilight Cloak... Actually, ooh! The Twilight Cloak raises my constitution and my luck a little bit, and my defense, and it also... Okay. But the Blood Cloak still converts damage to hearts. I don't know, it's kind of a... Yeah, Blood Cloak still wins. Blood Cloak still wins. Wow. What a wimpy enemy. It looks so fearsome, but here I am echolocating it to death. I'm killing it with noise. How worthless. I bet you'd rather have me as a bat now. Whoa. Oh. That little demon, like, stun locked me. I'm like, wait, what's happening here? Is my controller broken? That was a weird thing. Oh, this DPS is so good. I love everything about this DPS. Oh, you done it now. You mess with the boat, you get the horns. Oh! It dropped a power-up out of bounds. That's not fair at all. Oh, come on. So if I remember the Colosseum layout correctly, entering it from this side should result in a save point appearing shortly. Unless... Oh, this is not the Colosseum entrance. Or can it be? If I keep going to the left... I swear there was another... Oh! Huh. Well, this might not exactly be the way to the Colosseum. I'm not entirely mad about this direction either. So, I'm gonna keep kind of progressing this way. Obviously, it's not the most direct route I'm taking, but it's slightly closer. Oh crap, my weapon already changed. Yeah, I'd rather have holy water than that. Unless, oh man. Okay, if I go up here and then just keep going left. Loading zone, I'll take it. Yeah, because there was a leftward portal that I did not take earlier. A leftward doorway I did not take earlier where I went up. Yeah, at the end of this room. Yeah, I decided to go up instead of left at this room. Okay. So I may end up entering... I was just going to say, I may end up entering the Colosseum from the clock, which is not the worst thing. Yikes! Yikes! Just did 100 damage on me! Maybe it's the sword. Go back to Mormigil and see what happens. Oh no! Oh no, that is... the opposite of what I wanted to do. This is tough. I'm gonna take a step back and heal, first and foremost. I can't hit it in the head. game must really not want me to get to... This game is making it hard to get to the clock room, and I feel like that's intentional. Woof. Any better potions, or... Yeah, I think I'll... Okay, that's better. I think I will... Yeah, I think I may shield... Try to shield attack my way through. Maybe something good can come from that. And a safety save. Sorry, eating dinner. 100% suggest pinch. Oh, I don't blame you one bit there. One of my favorite things I ever did was wrapping asparagus in pancetta instead of the usual bacon wrap, and that was the superior choice, I think. Huh. Okay, so Colosseum is... Huh, do the rules of the clock room work the same way upside down? I'll wait a moment and see if this opens up. Okay. Still operates the same way. I'm glad you enjoyed your dinner, Hideous Winter. You deserve it. A Mexican gray squash with shallots and pancetta. Oh, that does sound wonderful. So very creative. I mean, I guess you have to be creative working against your various food allergies and sensitivities. Oh, what's over here? Oh my. Cthulhu. What a tribute. Whoa. High potion, sword of Hadar, and the opal. Yeah, Cthulhu monster was not expected at all. And I got a new sword here. Time to go peek at what it is. That was not a... Whoa! I did not know I had a Masamune. Whoa. It's two-hander, but at that power, it might be worth it. Might. Nah, I think I will. I'm just gonna be a basic bitch and stick with the Vorpal blade. Let's see, and over here should be a warp room. Oh. Another Cthulhu. Not bad at all. Whoa. Bit of a scary room. And wait. Oh yeah, this should lead me to a warp room, which I'm okay with. Not a save, but it's something. But that warp room being opened up puts me close enough to the Colosseum. Yeah, I'm not too worried about those power-ups. And, well, this is a... oh, I still have the spike breaker on. Lovely. While I'm not headed to the Colosseum, I am headed to an area that should have a They should have a save room nearby, I believe. Along the left wall. Just sniff around a little bit. Oh, where there's Medusa heads, there's certainly some fuckery. Okay, so this is probably the save point that I wanted. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, to all who have watched, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream. I thank you very much for all that you've done here. Even though this was a short stream, I feel like it was a very productive stream. Had a good chance to say hello to some of my favorite people who've been a good part of the stream throughout 2019. So, yeah, thank you, Hideous Winter. Thank you, Famijack. Thank you, Padoka Gaming. Yeah, plenty of you lovely people who've made the stream awesome. Not going to make you a sandwich. Have to give you that name drop. Buff Link. Also, I promise, I solemnly swear, I will show up in more of your streams because you do have some good games going on. Also, other shout outs that are very worth making. Can go to Nina Lee. Can go to Carly Gregory. Happy New Year to you too, Hideous Winter. And I know if I were streaming at another hour, I'd probably end up seeing a couple more people. David Runes from Spain has shown up in a couple of my Castlevania streams. Also good dude. But anyway, I'll see you on Saturday evening. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm going to leave you guys with the very lovely and energetic Celeria Games. She is currently running through Hellblade. On second thought, since he's streaming, I'm going to rate Buff Link as a favor. But please, also, Celeria Games, I'm definitely starting to enjoy some of her work.